Let's talk a little bit about lending with SMEs, because there is a huge variety of options there.
Yeah,
But all lenders seem to almost take a bit of a one-size-fits-all and
Sure.
treat it as if it's almost a personal loan. What are you doing to disrupt the lending to SMEs a bit?
so the one-size-fits-all model just doesn't work for SMEs. We know this. We carried out quite a lengthy research looking at SMEs and some of the challenges they're facing. And I think we interviewed something like 500 SMEs, and of the 500, 1 out of 2 claimed they couldn't even get a bank loan, and when they could, it didn't fit with their business requirements. So what we've done, to give you sort of an example, a lot of SMEs are seasonal businesses. We've talked about gyms, we've talked about restaurants. They need to have a working capital solution that fits in with their cash flows, and that's what we've addressed. So the lending solutions that we provide are for fintechs to provide loans to their underlying merchants. And the way we do it is based on the cash flow for that particular business. So if a business is particularly busy over a period, they'll pay more of their loan. If they're quiet, they'll pay less of their loan. And the way we assess the merchant is quite different to a bank. The algorithms we use are very different to a bank. We look at card data, which I think is a very good reflection of how well a business is performing. So, restaurants, for example, we can look at their Visa, MasterCard transaction volumes. We can look at the way in which they're paying, the way in which they're transacting. And based on that, we can assess whether they'll fit with one of our lending solutions. And we have an 80% approval rating on our loans because of the way we look at the underlying merchants. So it's a unique solution, and it sort of tackles the issue around the fact that the market's predominantly one size fits all, and we are trying to break that mold.
There also seems to be quite a lack of choice, because if an SME is banking with, say, a default bank, a tier 1 bank, then that bank is only going to look at that data set there,
Sure.
and they're the only choice. If they then go to another bank, they don't really like looking at another organization's data set.
Absolutely. This is a challenge. And I think a lot of it is also the behavior of an SME. The sad reality is that many SMEs will apply for a loan with their incumbent bank. The bank says no, and the SME says, oh, well, that's it. I can't get a loan. And there is an unfortunate situation where many SMEs will just not look outside the market. And a lot of the SMEs are sort of married to their brand as well. They only know of the big 4 or the big 5 banks. Yet it is a real education piece right now that we need to do, and our underlying clients need to do, to really drive this change in the market, because there really are many solutions outside in the market that's really breaking the mold.